Imagine the streets of New York City at dusk. The neon lights of Times Square reflect off the wet pavement, and the relentless hum of ambition fills the air. Every day, millions of people wake up, commute for hours, and pour their energy into a grind that promises a better tomorrow. You are one of them. You work hard, perhaps harder than anyone you know. You skip the extra sleep, you take the overtime, and you navigate the stress of a modern career with resilience. Yet, at the end of the month, when the digital numbers on your screen settle after the bills are paid, you find yourself asking the same haunting question. Where did it all go? This isn't just about the high cost of rent or the rising price of groceries. There is something much deeper happening, a series of invisible leaks in your financial bucket that are draining your potential wealth before you even have a chance to see it grow. Most of us were never taught how money actually works. We were taught how to trade our time for a paycheck, but not how to make that paycheck work for us. This lack of financial literacy creates a persistent struggle where, despite a rising income, your bank balance remains stagnant. We are going to change that today. Our mission is to pull back the curtain and identify the 7 specific habits that are acting as heavy anchors, holding you back from the financial freedom you deserve. These aren't just simple mistakes. They are the fundamental components of the broke cycle, a silent antagonist that thrives on your lack of awareness and your desire for immediate gratification. Wealth isn't defined by the size of your salary, but by the gap between what you earn and what you actually keep. If you earn $1 million but spend $1,000,001, you are technically poorer than the person earning $50,000 who saves $5. Financial freedom is the art of keeping and growing what you have already earned. It is about building a fortress that protects your future self. To do this, we must initiate a fundamental mindset shift. Most people look at money through the lens of a consumer, constantly asking what they can buy next. The wealthy, however, look at money through the lens of an investor, asking what this specific dollar can earn for them in the long run. Think of your financial life as a ship sailing across a vast ocean. From the outside, your vessel looks sturdy, but beneath the waterline, there are tiny fractures in the hull. At first, the water trickles in slowly, but as the journey continues, the ship becomes heavier, requiring more energy to move until it eventually begins to sink. This is exactly what it feels like to live inside the broke cycle. You are working at maximum capacity, but your unexamined daily choices are weighing you down. You don't need a 6-figure salary to start building wealth. This couldn't be further from the truth. The most powerful tool in your arsenal isn't a massive windfall of cash. It is time and the magic of compound interest. Even small amounts, redirected from wasteful habits toward productive assets, can transform your life over a decade. In high-cost environments like New York City, these pressures are dangerous. The city is designed to separate you from your money through status spending. Every storefront and every targeted ad is a nudge to spend for status rather than survival. This high-cost environment makes these 7 habits even more dangerous to your financial health. If you aren't careful, the invisible leaks will turn into a flood that washes away your dreams. We are going to stop that flood today by identifying the specific traps that keep you running on the financial hamster wheel. This journey is about taking back your power today. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments where you are watching from. The first habit that keeps you anchored in place is lifestyle creep. As you climb the professional ladder in a competitive environment like a Manhattan firm, your income naturally grows. However, the silent killer of wealth is the immediate expansion of your spending to match every pay raise. You might move from a modest studio to a luxury high-rise, or trade a reliable vehicle for a high-end lease. Your net worth remains stagnant despite feeling successful. You are running a race where the finish line moves away as you accelerate. Live below your means even as they increase. Next, we must confront habit 2. High-interest consumer debt. Credit cards are marketed as tools of convenience, but often become financial cages. The math behind these high interest rates is designed to keep you paying for years. Paying only the monthly minimum is a massive tax on past desires. A simple $5,000 balance at 24% interest can take decades to clear if you aren't aggressive, resulting in you paying back triple the original amount. This is money that could have been working for you, but instead, it is fueling the profits of a banking institution. This leads directly into the third habit, the status trap. In cities where appearance dictates value, the pressure to look rich is heavy. Seeing designer labels and gadgets creates an urge to keep up with social media. But there is a fundamental distinction between looking rich and being wealthy. Wealth is the collection of assets you own that generate value. Status is the collection of liabilities you display to seek approval. When you buy luxury items primarily to impress people you don't even like, you are sabotaging your future freedom for a fleeting moment of social validation. The fourth habit is lacking consistent financial tracking. Most people can tell you their rent, but very few can tell you exactly how much they spent on small, recurring costs last month. These invisible leaks, the premium coffee, the redundant streaming services, and the frequent takeout orders, aggregate into a massive drain on your capital. Without a clear budget, you are operating in the dark. These small daily expenses might seem trivial, but they often represent the difference between a stagnant bank account and a growing investment portfolio. You must become the CEO of your own household, tracking every dollar with precision. Habit 5 is the dangerous reliance on a single income stream. Relying solely on a 9-to-5 job is an inherently fragile position. If the company faces a downturn or your industry shifts, your financial foundation can vanish overnight. The wealthy understand that multiple streams of income, whether from dividends, side businesses, or rental properties, provide a safety net that no single salary can offer. Diversification isn't just for your stock portfolio, it's for your survival. Then we have habit 6, emotional spending. Retailers spend billions of dollars on psychological research to understand how to bypass your rational mind. They exploit your stress, your boredom, and your desire for a quick win through targeted ads and limited-time triggers. When you use shopping as a coping mechanism for a bad day at the office, you are trading your long-term security for a temporary chemical high in the brain. Finally, habit 7 is the procrastination of investing. The high cost of delay is the most expensive mistake you can make. If you wait until you feel ready or have enough to start, you lose the most powerful force in finance: time. Starting to invest at 25 versus 35 can mean a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars by retirement, even with the same monthly contribution. Consider the math. By cutting just one habit, perhaps the daily takeout and a redundant subscription, you could save $500 a month. If you invest that at an 8% return for 20 years, you would have over $300,000. That is a life-changing sum generated simply by identifying and closing a single invisible leak in your budget. We have walked through the shadows of the broke cycle and identified the 7 structural cracks in your financial hull. From the lure of lifestyle creep and weight of high-interest debt to the hollow vanity of status traps and the lack of precise tracking, the patterns are clear. We looked at the fragility of a single income stream, the psychological snare of emotional spending, and the devastating cost of waiting to invest. These are the invisible barriers standing between you and the life you were meant to lead. But knowing the enemy is only half the battle. Now, we must arm you with the specific tools to dismantle these habits once and for all. To defeat the urge for instant gratification, you must implement the 24-hour rule. It is a simple but transformative tactic for anyone living in a high-consumption society. Whenever you feel the impulsive urge to make a non-essential purchase, whether it is a new pair of shoes in a storefront or a tech gadget during a late-night scroll, you must walk away and wait one full day. This cooling-off period allows your rational mind to regain control over your emotional triggers. Often, by the next morning, the intense desire has vanished, and you will find yourself grateful that your money is still safely in your account. Next, you must master the fundamental strategy of paying yourself first. In the broke cycle, most people pay their bills, spend on their lifestyle, and then try to save whatever remains. Usually, nothing remains. You must flip this script immediately. Before a single dollar goes to your landlord, your internet provider, or your favorite coffee shop, a predetermined percentage must go directly into your savings and investment accounts. Automate this process through your bank, so the money is moved before you even have a chance to touch it. If you never see it, you will not miss it, and your wealth will begin to grow effortlessly. This leads to the most important structural component of your new financial life, the emergency fund. This is your personal fortress against the chaos of the world. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses in a separate, high-yield liquid account. This fund is not for vacations, upgrades, or impulse buys. It is for the unexpected job loss, the medical emergency, or the sudden apartment repair. Having this cushion changes your psychological relationship with money and your environment. You no longer operate from a place of fear because you know you have the capital to weather any storm. To manage this effectively, leverage simple tools like budgeting apps or spreadsheets to track your net worth and monthly cash flow. You cannot manage what you do not measure. By seeing exactly where every cent goes, you strip the broke cycle of its power to hide in the corners of your budget. I want to challenge you right now to a 30-day financial reset. Choose just 2 of the 7 habits we discussed and commit to eliminating them for the next month. Perhaps you will stop the emotional spending and start tracking every purchase with a simple app. Or maybe you will finally set up an automated investment account to stop the procrastination. 1 month of discipline is all it takes to break the inertia of lifetime poor habits. Remember, building wealth is not a matter of luck or being born into the right family. It is the result of a series of intentional, consistent choices made over time. Financial freedom is a choice you make every single morning when you decide to prioritize your future self over a temporary desire. You have the knowledge, math, and plan. The broke cycle only continues if you allow it to. As we conclude, I want to hear from you. Look back at the 7 habits and be honest. Which one has been the hardest to break? Share your experience in the comments below. Your journey to wealth starts with this single moment of total honesty.